fresh air, fresh as it could be here. It matters not. That sweet scent of freedom, of being outside in the open, not in the damp, dark squalor of that blasted prison cell. So many years and we're finally here. Ah, yes, our escape. My sincerest apologies. I'm still taking all of this in. Being confined to a few feet of molding stone and festering corpses takes its toll on the mind. Ah, that vessel there. Do you see it? Yes, the sloop there. There'll be guards on there, but it should be well stocked enough for us to make our escape without needing resupply. Too risky an endeavor. How do I know? Oh dear, before my incarceration, I worked with all manner of murderers and miscreants. That little boat there belongs to the Silver Spades, and those mercenaries posing as traders never leave a vessel unprepared for a hasty retreat. Gold-hungry roaches, the lot of them. Come with me, and stay quiet now. Onto the ship, of course. As I said, there will be guards, yes. But being roaches, there's always a more clandestine way to gain access. I can see some of the paneling on the side of the hull there. A hidden entrance, I'd assume. After being in the dark for so long, now even in the moonlight, all seems so clear to me. Come along now. Oh dear, it seemed that my pets have jumped the gun. Run. It's time to make a hasty retreat. Fear not. While you were scouting out ahead, I took the liberty of taking some souvenirs for our journey. You needn't worry yourself with such trivial matters. Those I took souvenirs from won't be needing their parts anymore. Oh, fine, if it intrigues you so, then I'll tell you. As a little distraction to keep the mongrels from sniffing us out, and let loose a few little gifts for the denizens of Cossovo to play with. Well, the bodies I had you collect for me weren't only for study, you know. I knew that I had to escape this pitiful island sooner or later, and in preparation, I cobbled up a few friends to entertain the guards while we made our escape. You did give me many parts, good parts, and I have you to thank for their creation. But I need some meat that was a bit more fresh from the pantry. And what better place than a hole filled with sniveling whelps and live bait? They're of no concern. I'll be fine. Eyes front, accomplice.
You stop right there, you fucking freak.
Oh, I don't think I will. Oh, such a waste of good material. Wait. No matter. Here, take his pistol. He won't be needing it anymore. Now off. There's no time to dally. Make haste, we're nearly there. Are you all right? Good. Toss that ramp into the water to keep them from coming aboard. Lower the sails and I'll set to raising the anchor. Fear not. I can manage lifting something like this myself easily. Now get to setting those sails, starboard. I want this ship moving. Looks like they're turning those cannons into position. How exciting. Nearly there. Close, but not quite close enough. We shouldn't tempt fate any longer than we have to. Just as luck should have it, the seas turn so fiercely now. A storm is brewing. Now is the perfect time to escape. The rocks. You needn't worry about those little things. Don't you see? Even the sea wishes for us to escape. There we are. Anchors raised. Finish with the sails. I'll get to the helm. Freedom. Oh, true freedom. Look at them go, my sweet little creations. They won't be able to man those cannons so long as my pets are able to play. Good work, accomplice. This storm will cover our escape. No vessel will be able to follow us in this.
Hey!
Oh, how fortunate. A survivor.
Turn the ship round or I'll put a hole in you.
Will you now?
Stay back! I said, stay back! How are you still?
Welcome aboard, my new pet. Now be a good boy and man the helm for me. Very good. Keep things steady now. Oh, don't look so frightened, my dear. He wasn't long for this world regardless. See the mark on his arm? A slave owned by the Silver Spades. They'd have killed him even if we let him back on shore. At least now he has peace in death, and serves a greater cause, free of pain and of want. Come now, let's get out of this rain while we plot a course. Where to? Hurricane Harbor. I've some long-standing business that needs to be settled there. What kind of business? The kind of business that involves retrieving some of my old things from a little hideaway in the mountains, south of Castle Elwind. Fear not. Your payment is included in this. Part of it anyways. I'm sure that you'll quite enjoy what I have in store for you. Now let's head down below while our new friend keeps us steady. For now. The rain's never been a bother to me, but I can't say I enjoy the relative warmth of lantern light and not being drenched. What am I doing? I'm going to take a little bit of an inventory. I'm sure that what with this being a Silver Spade vessel, there's going to be some swill aboard for us to celebrate with. Yes, I know that we're still close to Cossovo, but have faith in me, accomplice. No ship will follow us in the dark of night in the midst of a storm, especially not with my little beasties running around the fortress, causing mayhem. I only wish that I had the opportunity to observe and record the effectiveness of my work. So many years of toil and secrecy that I can't savor. I wonder if they'll be able to take over the island themselves. Perhaps they'll... there we are. Some fine spirits, too. Accomplice? Accomplice? Oh dear, you were shot and you didn't tell me. Oh. No, this won't do. I've have a debt to pay and you won't die until that which is owed to you is due. It might be a bit cold, so I do apologize, but I need to remove your chest piece and your shirt. I'd imagine that this wound will be... Ah, yes. It would appear that you've been met with a lucky piece of iron, shot by an artillerist's musket. Luckily for you, it didn't hit the liver. Nasty business, that. Your blood would have been poisoned by now, and then there'd be no saving you. But under my care, perhaps a week at most. A few days, perhaps. Then you would be right back on your feet. Fear not death or disease, my dear, for you're in capable hands. Here, rest your head on my lap. It'll serve as a better pillow than the floor. You deserve far better than that. Don't misconstrue my affections. I do care for you, but this wound is still just as fascinating as any other. The passion I have for both the infliction and remedying of pain, it's something that I have no right to control. As a practitioner of the medical arts, it is my duty to fully immerse myself in such things. I'm sure that you understand. It's been so long since I've held a bleeder in my arms. Usually by the time they arrive, they're on the verge of death and the blood has already stopped flowing. As much to be in the field where I belong, and here with you, my sweet, precious accomplice. It's a joy that cannot be put into words. First, we must cleanse the area to prevent infection. A Ganassi trader taught me that burn vine would be the best disinfectant. But before I apply this, please hold my hand. I'm afraid that this will be quite painful. And with the wound cleansed, next we must remove the ball itself. Lodged within the flesh, hot and burning, cauterized to the surrounding tissue. I'll need both hands for this. My dear, please take this. A bite strip, leather. I assure you that it is sanitized. I wouldn't want you biting your tongue off when the procedure's only just begun. Ah, there we are. You're doing so well for me, pet. I know it was painful, but it'll be over soon. Drink this. A healing potion I concocted from what few resources I was afforded in the cell beneath Kosovo's fortress. I assure you that it will taste more foul than any refuse in this rotten realm, but it will accelerate in your healing exponentially, and I need you alive. Not just for my own gain, but because I like you. That fire in you that's burned since the first time we met all those months ago, when I was to tend to your wounds after clearing the beaches of undead. It is because of you that I have my freedom, and that I may now seek my vengeance. You and your passion, your willingness to take risks, you are the perfect companion. One that I would never have been able to dream up even in my wildest fantasies. Handy with both blade and shot, able to handle your pain, and eager to take what's yours. I dare say that I'm more than fascinated with you. Now hold still. The most painful part is yet to come. Now bite down hard. It'll make this suturing process a far less unpleasurable experience.